Our first word problem reads as follows. Kim is furnishing an apartment. She spent $1,895 on bedroom furniture, $285 on a couch, $165 on a table, and $472 on chairs. How much did she spend in total? So what we're going to do is add up these amounts, and we'll line them up one underneath the other, making sure that we right align the numbers. In other words, the rightmost numbers must be lined up. So here 1,895, and underneath I'll put 285, and you see that the ones digits, the rightmost digits, are lined up. 165 underneath that, 472. Again, making sure the one digits are lined up, the rightmost digits. And then we just add the columns. So here we have 5, and 5 is 10, and 5 is 15, and another 2 is 17. Put down the 2, carry the 1, and here we have 1 and 9. We have 10, 18, and 6 is 24, and 7 is 31. Here we have 3 and 8 is 11, and 13, 14, and 4 is 18. So there's our total, 2,817. The second problem reads, Jim's first job paid $2,655 a month. His second job paid $3,278 a month. How much more did his second job pay? So we want to know how much larger this number is than this number. So we're going to subtract. So let's write down the two amounts, 3,278, and we're subtracting 2,655. 8 subtract 5 is 3. 7 subtract 5 is 2. Alright, 2 is smaller than 6, so we're going to borrow a 1 and change that 3 to a 2. 12 subtract 6 is 6. And 2 subtract 2 is 0. So our result is 623. So the second salary is $623 more than the first. Number 3 says a schoolyard is 180 feet by 120 feet. How many feet of fencing are required to enclose the schoolyard? So let's draw a picture of the schoolyard. So it's going to be, we're going to have a rectangle, and one side is 120 feet, and the other side is 180 feet. And we are assuming this is a rectangle, so opposite sides are equal, so this side will also be 180 feet, and across from 120 we have another side of length 120 feet. And the feet of fencing required to enclose the schoolyard, okay, so we're going around the schoolyard, would just be obtained by adding up these numbers. We're going to add 120 plus 180 plus 120 plus 180. So let's do that. We're going to add all 4 dimensions. So here we add up all the 0 column, and the next column here we have 10, 12, and another 8 is 20. And here we have 2 and 1 is 3, 4, 5, 6. So we have 600 feet of fencing in total. Number 4 says it takes 3 hours and 35 minutes to drive from New York City to Albany. If a bus leaves Penn Station at 3:45 p.m., what time should it arrive in Albany? So we're going to add 3 hours and 35 minutes to the starting time. All right, so here we have 3:45, and we're adding 3 hours and 35 minutes. Line the colons up and start adding the minutes. 5 and 5 is 10. And here we have 5 and 3 is 8. And then put in that colon. Okay, and 3 and 3 is 6. So we have 6 hours, 80 minutes. The 80 minutes went over an hour. An hour is 60 minutes. So we'd like to add that hour to the hour column. So let's break up the 80 minutes into 60 because that's an hour. 60 plus 20, 60 minutes plus 20 minutes. And this 60 minutes we're going to add 1 hour to the hours column. So that would make the arrival time 7, and then we have this 20 left, 7:20 p.m. Number 5 says a 3 hour and 25, sorry for the second hour here, let me just cross that out. A 3 hour and 25 minute exam ended at 7:15 p.m. What time did it begin? So we're going to start with the time 7:15, and we're going to subtract 3 hours and 25 minutes. So here we have 7:15, and we're subtracting 3 hours and 25 minutes. Okay, so we see that the top number of minutes is smaller than the bottom number of minutes. We have 15 on top and 25 on the bottom. So we can't subtract 15 minus 25, so we're going to borrow 1 hour. Now when we borrow an hour, we change the 7 to a 6, and 1 hour is equal to 60 minutes. So we're going to add on 60 minutes to the 15 minutes. All right, let's rewrite this. So we're going to have 6 hours in the hours column, and then in the minutes column we're going to have 60 plus 15, which is 75. So this is a different type of borrowing. When we borrow 1, we add 60 minutes because we're dealing with minutes and hours. Okay, and on the bottom we have 325, and now we can start doing our subtraction. Okay, subtract this column, 5 subtract 5, 7 subtract 2 is 5, and 6 subtract 3 is 3. So the time that the exam began is 3:50 p.m.